Hi everyone, my name is Pilot and welcome back to Airport CEO. Today we're planning out our terminal expansion. We need to plan for everything before we start building so we have enough money to move ahead with our expansion plans. Terminal expansions are complex projects that can involve a lot of planning. Airports around the world are constantly expanding not only the terminal buildings, but also taxiways can be moved or adjusted, or even brand new runways can be built. Recently, San Francisco Airport underwent a design change of a few taxiways to help increase traffic movement. These changes then must be communicated to the pilots in form of a NOTAM, or Notice to Air Missions, and the appropriate airport charts updated, so that the changes are clear to the pilots navigating the airport. In this first time lapse, we are doing some minor tweaks to our existing terminal building before we start planning our expansion. I first wanted to add a few more small gates just to get more aircraft moving. I also needed to relocate the tower, so we built a large tower to help accommodate more flights at our airport. I've also expanded some of the security screening points in preparation for our terminal expansion. Next, I planned out a bit more of the new vehicle world entrances, parking, and transit to the airport. I've added more bus, taxi, and car stops, and introduced subway entrances, which will help move more people in and out of our airport efficiently. We've also added some parking that has one-way roads to hopefully help with some traffic flow. At the same time, I planned out our new terminal building to accommodate some medium stands. I've built a second level so that we can use jet bridges and save the hassle of stair trucks or remote stands. I'll catch you in a bit for the live play. Alright, so we've got some pretty good plans done now. Yeah, mostly planned out just some of our terminal areas. So I think what we'll have is basically this bottom level here will be for more baggage bays. And then up here we'll probably have our gates, basically, is kind of what I'm planning so far. And then I kind of wanted to have a little bit of a connection zone here, so we'll probably have like escalators up to security up in here as well, and then we'll probably have the option for passengers kind of connecting to move from one area to the other, and I think that's going to work really well. So what I'd like to do next is kind of just work on getting the next little bits of our airport plan. So I think we're going to put down the runway, stands, and then we'll kind of take a look at just kind of each little gate space, and then how we're going to expand security, check-in, and probably a new baggage claim. So a few more things to go, but I think for the medium runway, unfortunately, even in planning mode, it's kind of an annoyance of mine. You can't have the runway Ooh, we can do a large runway. No, it's gonna blow a lot of money. Let's do the medium one. We'll do concrete for now. So unfortunately, it won't let me place it because of the fence here. But I'm thinking probably somewhere just down here, and we can have crossing runways like this. These do exist in places, especially like Denver International Airport. So it is close to a departure path, but obviously with some good runway planning, you can definitely make this work. What we could do is sort of reverse the directions of the other runway, so we could have our landing this way and landing that way kind of thing, or you can also do takeoffs that way and takeoffs this way kind of thing, and then have arrivals that way and arrivals that way. So you can definitely make that work. You know, and if we're arriving this way, taking off that way, I think we could do the same thing. So it doesn't really matter, but we might just flip the runways anyways, because why not? So we'll kind of just mark this fence to be removed. Oops, didn't want that. I'll leave that. But while that happens, let's work on planning out our medium gates. So we'll come into our aircraft infrastructure and we'll grab our medium gates, and we'll use asphalt for now, just until we kind of get at least a little more money going. And yeah, we'll probably just place these kind of all along here to start with. And I'm just kind of seeing, yeah, we've got four gates so far, and I'm just wondering if we want to keep going this way or if we want to start to kind of bring it around the other side as well. And I think that might not be a bad idea. So we will probably expand the terminal out just a tiny bit more though. So let's plan maybe out to there. And how wide is one of these? These are 10 units, it looks like. So what do we have here? 11. So we probably don't need that one. So we can probably fit one more medium stand out here. My math is correct, which thankfully it looks like it is. And then we'll also make sure we have that plan on the top level as well for our other gates. And then we'll just kind of make sure that those interior walls aren't going to be built, because we don't need that. And same thing down here. So I think that looks good there. And then we can probably tuck in a few of our medium gates down here as well. So let's just see how these will fit. So we could probably let's just slide that one over a little bit, just to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room. So let's start on the edge here. And we'll just do two. I think 2 gates will work. We are going to get a little close with that road, and that taxiway clearance is going to get a little tight in there for medium aircraft. So I think, yeah, we'll kind of keep it to those 2 airplanes for now, or those 2 gates, I should say. And then we'll kind of have to build our taxiway. You know, I'm thinking I just don't really like the placement there, so we'll demolish this one. We'll keep the one on the end here, but we could consider relocating some small stands or something. But yeah, I think we'll leave that for now. We could, however, could we fit in a different hangar? Because we could use a medium hangar on here, so maybe we could sneak this in the back. And yeah, because we can connect this as I spin that around a bunch of times. I could connect that here, and it doesn't look like we need much for service road, so maybe we'll do that. So we'll plan the medium hangar there, and then we'll just throw down a little bit of a service road in behind as well, just so it can be accessed by the vehicles. And then we'll come into our infrastructure, and we will plan out our taxiway now. And so I want to give us a lot of space for wingtip clearance. That's something that's really important for me. I'm sure for all the aviation enthusiasts to see. We want to make sure that we have some nice, good wingtip clearance. So we'll probably go with that looks like a 4 or 5 wide taxi, I think. So I think up to there looks good. And then that's going to be 5 wide here as well. And we'll bring that, let's bring this further out because we are gonna have to have some service road there. So, and then we'll go up as well, do our 5 by, maybe even 6 would be better, I think. I like 6. I think we'll have room for 6, so let's do that. So that's 7, so we don't need that much. So there's 6 there. I think this should be more than enough taxiway clearance, and we'll go as this far for now because we can place the runway now, so that's good. So I'll just remove that bit there, and I think that should work well for that. And then we'll just widen that little section there. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. And then we'll definitely need to have our service road planned as well. And I'm just wondering if I'm blocking my own ability to expand though by having this design. I am thinking that as maybe not going to work after all. So hold on, I'm gonna delete some of this and maybe replan some stuff, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright, well, I think I ran into a few glitches and stuff here, and these are saying they're not connected, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm hoping when they are built, they will be. So you can see some other taxi lines here, because I was trying to figure out a few things, but yeah, I think I'm happy with this layout for now. So I think we'll start building, but before we do that, we are going to need to hire quite a few staff as well, just to get ready for this. So I think in terms of the passenger service agents, we'll definitely hire a bunch of these, and we'll also get some more security officers as well, just so that we're kind of balancing our needs. We will need a few more janitors, and these are all not really the greatest candidates at the moment, but I think that's the only one we're sort of missing right now. We'll hire you. What is this still saying? And it's janitor. So go back, we'll grab you, and security officer, no thanks. Staff happiness is kind of low, not really sure why. They do have room to work and places to sit. They have their own staff bathroom that for some reason has been closed, so I don't know why that was like that the whole time, but I guess now we know. Great. Okay, so let's start with the terminal building. So we'll go in our build plan objects mode, and we'll kind of just build. Yeah, I guess we're gonna need all of that. So we'll just build this here, and that'll bring in our subway infrastructure as well. Let's do the runway before we run out of money, he says, as he runs out of money. Oh man, yeah, this is what I just said, you know, make sure we plan for this, and then we don't quite have the money, so we'll have to see. Maybe as we just run the airport. We do have our new stands open now, so hopefully that means we have a lot more flights coming in. I think these airlines are kind of getting to their max, so we may need to hire some more airlines. But I thought this medium runway, and I bet you I placed a concrete one instead of asphalt, and that's probably why it's too expensive. Yeah, 500,000. I thought it was a bit cheaper. Okay, well, let's just delete the concrete one for now, and we'll grab the asphalt one instead, and we'll just place that, and hopefully this connects and it works, because I've been having troubles with it. But yeah, it looks like that is working there, so we'll have that runway built, and this will probably be one of these things where we're just gonna have to kind of build and wait for things to expand. Let's take out this wall here, because we're not gonna need that or that wall. And then in terms of our upstairs, we're gonna have to build that eventually as well. And I'm just wondering if we should maybe extend this back a little bit from here to maybe about there as well. And then we'll take out the wall here, because we don't need this in our plan. We could always take a loan, you know, I'm not opposed to that, to, you know, making sure we get what we need built for the sake of our airport. Let's see, we are already up to 100,000, so if I can just get like a stand built, that would be nice. So let's do one stand, and then this area here. Oh, that's already running out of money. Yeah, well, if we kind of get a tiny area there, and then we'll have to wait a bit before we can get the upstairs built. But yeah, it would just be nice to kind of get, you know, everything in. But I think maybe what we'll do is we'll just take a loan. You know, I have no problem with that. I think we're making enough per hour. So let's go into our loans here, and we'll go with, we'll take the biggest one. Go big or go home. That way we can just get everything built, and then we're not gonna, you know, waste time here. So let's get all those built. Let's make sure we get our upstairs built as well. And then we should have enough left in our loan to get our taxiways built as well, I think. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna get everything built, which is good. And then while I remember, we'll try and get that fence extended so that we can get, we won't have any animals wandering in, because there's one already heading for it. Oh boy. All right, well, we'll get the fence built there. I think we have all the contractors now. We can definitely delete this part of fence because we're not going to need that anymore. And yeah, we'll get our stands going. I think for time saving, can we connect this stand to here? Too many stands. Okay, so we're probably going to have to go right into getting a new baggage system built as well, which is going to cost some money. So we might have to go back into some more planning here in a second, but I'm just going to turn it off for now so that it's not being used, because we don't want the planning to start yet on the auto planner. And we also will go into our upgrades and we'll get the jetway built for us as well, so that is up and running. And let's just see, we're probably not going to need too much of the wall down here, so let's take that out as well. And then we'll go into planning mode here, and let's just see if we can get a conveyor belt system set up. We'll grab a baggage bay. Needs to be inside a secure zone. I'll never remember. So let's just do this whole let's just do this whole thing while I remember. So we'll go up to there, and I think this was also going to be some of our security screening here. And we might be able to adjust some of this as well, but we'll come to that in just a second. And then we'll also get this all set up as secure zone 2. If it'll let me. Oh, right, so that's not terminal. There we go. Okay. It looks like most of that there will be covered now. Like so. All right, so let's go back down and we'll grab a conveyor belt system, and we'll get our baggage bay here. And I wonder if we can just almost hook that right into that service road, but maybe we'll just place that there for now, and we'll get some roads placed around it. Like that. And then I'm going to quickly just set up a new baggage scanning process and a little bit of a time lapse, and then I'll also probably do the check-in and security, and then I'll be back with you. Alrighty, so I did cut out part of the time lapse there just because I had to fix some stuff, but yeah, we basically got almost the whole terminal expansion done. I did kind of just rework a few things here and there, just because we needed to save some money because of the loan cost, and yeah, it just didn't really need to be as expansive, so I removed a bunch of terminal here because we didn't really need that at the moment. And then yeah, I relocated some exits over here as well, so we should have some ability for security to cross. We are having some pathfinding issues here and there. I'm not really sure why sometimes we have some of these pathfinding problems. Oh, probably because someone needs to work down here and I didn't put an escalator in, so we don't have any money, so I'll go into planning mode for now and we'll grab an elevator and we'll just kind of see where we can maybe place that makes the most sense. Can I get it here? That should work. And then we'll put a little staff zone over top of this one so that it's a staff elevator only. And we'll make sure this is also a staff area so we don't have passengers trying to come down here. And looks like we've got some money, so I'll quickly set this to be built. Oh, and the money disappeared. Yeah, as the loan payments come through, that'll happen. So it's one thing, we need to get that functional before we can really open our terminal. So I'll just keep trying until we can finally afford this this elevator. But yeah, basically then got all our other infrastructure in. We have our check-ins available. I hired some more staff as well, so we should have some surplus staff to run our check-ins. All the gates have jet bridges, and just one single boarding gate for now. It's kind of a little low, but it should work. It's deactivated. The stand boarding desk stand is deactivated. Oh, the stand's deactivated. Yeah. So once I turn the stands on, we should be good to go. So we can open our runway. I've changed the landing direction to this way. So they're kind of landing towards each other. But what we will probably end up doing is flipping this runway as well. No, it has to be closed. So if they're landing that way, yeah, then we'll actually have it land the other way. So I'll turn that off again real quick. Well, landing this way should be fine. It will produce the least amount of conflicts, and then you can just kind of stagger your arrivals and departures in the real world to make that work. So, and then, yeah, basically some of our parking here won't be built right away. We're not currently in need of that. And the baggage system is all set up down below as well. As I showed, we just need to get the elevator built. And then when I built the check-ins here, I put, just to kind of save some money, them close together so we have one single belt. I'm trying with my baggage systems to, you know, maybe not have so many baggage belts everywhere all the time. So that should hopefully work a lot better. But yeah, I think we'll probably get to the point where we can get our gates open as soon as we can just get this one built. We are just losing some money right now. It's just simply because we built everything and now it's not all functional. But maybe what we'll do is we'll open the check-in, we'll open a stand. We'll just see what we have airlines wise to. We definitely have some flights that they want to offer. So I think if we get our aircraft stands open, at least that should probably help us in the long run. And make sure these aren't all turned off. I'm gonna leave the last stand closed for now just because I don't have a boarding gate for it yet. So we'll leave it like that. We'll get security, probably both of these open and going as well. And then as soon as we kind of have some money coming in, we could even just quickly, in maybe our fees here, see if we can kind of just give ourselves a little bit extra by just slightly increasing maybe some of our passenger handling fees. Don't want to scare off too many of the airlines, so we'll kind of bump that up a little bit passenger wise. They can maybe pay to use the bathroom, which is a little rude, but we'll probably also up some of our parking fees as well. Again, just temporary to try and bring in some more funds for the airport, and it looks like we should probably get some money here going shortly. But yeah, so far it looks like everything is functioning. I always get a little nervous after an expansion because you're like, what did I forget or what is not connected, like that elevator. So looks like we have passengers coming in. Let's see it on the auto planner. Yeah, it looks like we already have flights planned as well, so that looks good. We've got 45-minute turns right now, so I think everything so far is looking good. We just need that little boost in cash to get this elevator built for the baggage system, because currently things are probably not really getting screened properly. So let's pause. We're just gonna take the small loan, I think, real quick. It shouldn't be too bad, yeah, just so we can get some of the other equipment we need. We do need some vehicles as well, so we should probably pause and purchase that as well. For the aircraft, we're going to need some pushback trucks. We'll need 4. Let's order those. And in terms of baggage, we could use some belt loaders, so we'll get 4 of those. We'll also just grab a few more baggage trucks as well. I think that should help. We probably also would want some more fuel trucks, so we'll grab 2 of those. And then let's get that elevator built right away before I forget as well. And I think that should probably be good to get it all functioning. I'm just gonna grab some service road here real quick. I think I just want to add maybe there and there. I don't know if we need it, but it just looks kind of weird without it. So yeah, I think that should be good. We've got aircraft here already, so hopefully some of those vehicles show up pretty soon, because we will need them for our our baggage loading and also our fueling. Looks like we do have some fuel trucks going, so they're gonna want our baggage loading done pretty quick, so I'm hoping they'll come in nice and fast and go through our checkpoint there, which it looks like everything's arriving, so things should start running fairly well. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll probably just kind of go off camera for a little bit. We'll let this run, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so things are functioning well. I was able to actually build all of our parking over here that was planned and the New World entrance. We've also got our other gate open now, which is great. It does look like we're kind of offering the maximum amount of flights, so we do have some open spots now. We could definitely look at actually signing maybe even another airline, maybe one that's mostly medium aircraft. So let's go into offer contracts and we'll go into airlines and we'll just see if we have anyone that's kind of medium and large aircraft. So there is Crown Airlines here. They've got a 4-star rating. Air Strata looks like they have a lot of aircraft to offer, and eventually when we have space for large aircraft, we can definitely bring them in as well. So let's sign for Air Strata, and this could even open up opportunities for more expansion. We definitely have the space for sure. We could add probably another medium gate in here, to be honest. We just need a little bit of terminal adjustment, but we could definitely have another gate there. So hopefully that will bring in some more passengers. What I think we will need is some shops and bathrooms in this side as well. So I'm just going to come over here, and again, we're just going to copy paste probably this washroom here. It's nice and large, a good size. And I'm thinking now that I probably, even in planning mode, yeah, it won't let me place it here. But if we just maybe take a look at where this is, and then I'll go in and place a bathroom zone. I think roughly around here should work. And whatever doesn't fit, that's fine. We'll just we'll just trim it or adjust things as we need. So we'll copy paste this again, and I think if we even actually try this one more time, go to the right tool, let's grab the walls as well, and we'll just kind of take everything and then that'll save us a little bit of time. So we'll bring that over here, and we should be able to place that right about there, it looks like. Maybe? Is it gonna work? I don't know if for some reason that did not want to work, so that's fine. we'll get some walls built, and we'll just maybe build it manually instead. So I'm not really sure why that doesn't want to work, and we don't need a door there because that goes to nowhere. So take that off, and we'll put some walls back there as well. And I guess while we're here, I might as well just fix this whole bathroom zone. So I'm just going to delete the room and then we'll place it again in this whole area here. So let's grab some toilets and we'll kind of line these against the back wall, I guess. Like so. And then we'll just kind of make use of copy paste mode to get ourselves all these toilets placed and save us a little bit of time. We'll maybe put in a second row along here as well, and that's going to probably block too much, so we'll stop there. And then we'll grab some sinks as well so people can wash their hands. And then we'll just make ourselves a little template there to copy paste. If I hit the right keys. And we'll get our sinks as well so people can wash their hands. And then we'll finally place in some hand dryers. And this should be all good to go. Just down along here as well. And then a few doors. Give them lots of entrances. There we go. And then we'll just open the room, and once that's ready, so we'll have a bathroom here, and then we also probably would need some shopping available. So I'm thinking maybe we'll try a restaurant. So we'll add a food room here. We'll give it a decent size there, and then we'll make sure we have a large sort of cashier's counter for people to pay. And we might add some walls just to kind of help with the pathing there. But yeah, and then we'll just get some counters as well. They usually like a few counters, so maybe we'll just place these along here, just as a little bit of wall almost for us, and maybe along here as well. And then we'll get some display fridges, maybe along here, and then we'll also get few other things like a coffee machine. We'll just kind of place all these out here, and you know, a lot of this too I think is mostly for show. Let me just double check what our restaurant needs. So we'll go for maybe a 1-star one. So actually this one looks like it's good to go. In terms of other ones, what I need, just cooking stations. Is there any like 2-star? We'll take the 2-star. We'll start there. We'll get that going, and then maybe once, that's interesting that it's complaining. Once it's kind of been a little bit, then we'll kind of see how that goes. We also just need a few more staff again, so we'll grab a few security officers as time goes on. It's kind of expected we will need more staff. We'll hire you as well. And ramp agents. Again, we want to make sure we have lots of staff so that our staff can take breaks, and we'll keep up their happiness. I think we are also needing maybe another staff room. So if we come down here as well, staff can already go through here. And let's just make sure staff zone. Yeah. So what we could do is add another sort of staff zone through here as well. And then kind of just on the other side of security, we could maybe place down another staff room as well. So we could again copy paste this template here of a staff room, and then we'll just kind of place it over here as well. So we'll get that built, and we'll place in some more wall just down this side here, and it has a door already, which is good. And then in terms of that, we'll just put in staff room as well here, so that'll give another option for our staff to have a place to come rest. We can also throw in an extra door maybe down here as well, so they can kind of access it from both sides of the secure area. And I think that is looking pretty good for what we have. We are making money now, which is great. We could even just quickly pay off the one small loan that we took, so that is out of our way as well. So it did take a huge chunk of money. We still got our other loan here, but at least now funds seem to be going. Money's coming in. This airport looks like it's thriving. So I think we'll leave it here for today, everyone. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to catching you in the next episode, where we'll probably go through, we'll kind of make some upgrades to the aesthetic look of the airport, And we'll look at maybe even just seeing what kind of further expansion we can do down this direction as well, and really get our airport nice and large. So take care everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.